Help us dissect this. What does this all mean?
Yeah, so it's not actually that complicated. There are two types of patents that were involved in this original trial back in 2012. And they were patents about the utility, the way the phone was used, the pinching, the swiping, and things that Apple invented and that Samsung copied, according to the court. And then there's the look and feel of the phone, and that look is what's called trade dress. And what the appeals court has decided is that, yes, that Samsung was an unfair decision about the trade dress, and that Apple itself didn't have the right to a patent on those things, at least as it relates to this suit. But the utility stuff still matters, and those were, in fact, copied illegally and intentionally by Samsung, and that Samsung will still have to pay on that. So we're going to look at yet another trial on these very same patents that go all the way back to this 2012 suit for products that are long gone from the marketplace. But during the trial, the testimony was very damning that showed that Samsung very specifically was warned that they couldn't copy these things, and they said, hey, we want to copy these things because we don't want to be late to market with the latest innovation, even if it's not our innovation. Their competitors, it should be noted, took the time to either license from Apple or not use these types of technologies and fell away in the marketplace. Samsung gained market share by using these technologies that were, in fact, patented first by Apple. Well, but again, the look and feel stuff, this court saying the look and feel they can have, but the utility was illegally copied by Samsung.
Well, clearly, judging by the damages that was sought by Apple, the trade dress part of it is hugely important for the company. So you mentioned another trial based on, on the same claims, on these same patents. I mean, what can be different here that's going to give Apple a different outcome?
Well, from the looks of it, it looks like they're not going to retry whether or not the patent infringement happened. They're just going to retry the damages aspect of that. And in terms of what Apple sought a lot more than this. The court awarded them that $930 million. So, yes, some of that is being tossed out here. Some of it's going to be redecided by yet another trial. Right. But the violations, I think, are still in place. And I think they're really important because I think this is the way that Samsung gained a foothold above all of the other makers of smartphones and did it illegally.
So, Corey, I'm reading our story on Bloomberg.com, and for a lot of people, if you look at it, 548 million, that's about 2 days' worth of Apple's iPhone sales. So this is not about money for the company, is it? It's about reputation.
Well, I think it's also about protecting future products as well, and I do think it is about money for Apple. I mean, that's a substantial chunk of change even for Apple. And while they're going to spend probably tens of millions and already have on lawyers in this, I think they want to defend what they've invented, defend it also for other people that might want to copy it, but also looking ahead to establish a pattern of activity from Samsung for there's yet another trial out there, the same kind of deal. Apple suing Samsung over the infringement of some similar patents, and I think that they want to set a standard to demonstrate Samsung's behavior in the U.S. markets.